This is the shortest podcast episode ever. Goodbye.
What? Wait, what?
Oh, I guess we probably need to do a little more than that.
I think so.
Welcome to Nonsensicality. And I guess this is going to be longer than I thought. So it's probably not going to be the shortest podcast episode ever, Kim.
Well, what are we even talking about today?
We're actually talking about world records.
Oh.
So I was going to try to set a world record, which I'm sure we're probably well into having lost it now that we've been talking for 20 seconds. But I was thinking, fun world records, weird world records, not just the normal one like world's, tallest man, shortest man, things like that.
Right.
But just ones that are kind of a little more unique.
Like world's longest blanket fort or something like that.
That would be cool.
That would be cool.
No, I want to come up. I wanted to see what is out there that's just weird. You know? And so I found a few. I don't know if they're the weirdest, but I've got about 8 different things that we can talk about and then, see. But maybe the next episode will be the shortest podcast episode ever.
Maybe.
It'll be like 2 seconds long.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have some weird, nonsensy kind of world records.
Are you ready for this?
I think so.
This one, I like the first one I got because I don't know, it's kind of what I love this item. The world's oldest cheese.
I'm like intrigued and grossed out all at the same time.
Well, you should be. How old do you think it is?
The world's oldest cheese? Oh, I'm going to go way out there, like 110 years old.
Not even close to way out there. 3,200 years old.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Nuh-uh.
Clearly, it's inedible. It's probably petrified.
Where did they find it?
It was discovered in the tomb of a guy named Ptahmes, P-T-A-H-M-E-S, Egyptian tomb. So he was an Egyptian official, and they were able to actually, I guess, figure out what it was comprised of, mostly sheep and goat's milk. But yeah, it was the world's oldest cheese was found in Egypt.
Can you imagine how bad that smelled? I mean, yeah, it's a tomb.
It may have been a rock by now. I mean, who knows? So you've heard of a wheel of cheese, but how about a stone of cheese?
That's crazy.
Yeah, 3,200 years. Yeah, clearly inedible now. And so, but speaking of Egypt, my next one is also a record that was broken in Egypt.
Okay.
And this one's great. World's largest underpants. That's right.
Does it
now just to clarify, these were not meant for anyone. Okay,
I was gonna say, does it go with the world's largest person?
No, they do. So in essence, they're not technically underpants in the fact that they were worn. They're actually made to raise awareness for men's prostate cancer, and so it was a fundraiser in Egypt. In March,
they sure put the fun and fundraiser right there. That's
fun and fundaroos.
Wow.
Anyway, So. It was in March 2018, the Egyptian brand called Cottonelle, 83 feet 2 inches across the waistband. It's a big old waistband. And it had a matching t-shirt. So it was underpants and t-shirt combo. So
was it like Superman or Spider-Man underoos?
Blue. You could see them from they did an aerial shot of them. They were blue, but they were not like underoos or anything like that.
Opportunity missed.
They were massive though. And so, that's
83 feet circumference.
No. Across the waistband. I'm guessing the circumference would have been even bigger than that. Yeah. That's just across.
Wow.
Yeah. So if you're doing like the pi r square thing, you can figure out the radius.
That is a lot of underwear.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy? There's actually this website called EgyptianStreets.com, which has an article of tons of Egyptian records. I just picked 2 just because I thought it was pretty cool.
Well, you picked 2 good ones.
They have world's oldest cake. They have records for that. The world's oldest dog breed is Egyptian. So there's all sorts of things. So EgyptianStreets.com, in case you were wondering. But then I went to some other websites and,
those are good records.
A lot of these are from Guinness. A lot of these are just regular, websites. But in July, I love this one. Kind of goes with the big underwear theme.
Oh my.
In July 28 of 2013, now I didn't give the number, but it was the world's largest gathering of runners dressed in inflatable sumo costumes. Can you just imagine though the race? And it's like a yearly thing. They started it back in 2010 in London, so it occurs pretty regularly. I could never find a number. Like it just says world's largest gathering, which I'm guessing it might be the only gathering.
I was gonna say anything more than 3 is
but
probably.
Can you just imagine watching it? It's like a 5K run. Can you imagine that? Just going down the street, all these little sumo suits just bobbing back and forth.
Imagine if one of them falls over and he just ends up rolling the rest of the race.
That would be funny and you'd feel bad. But I think what they need to do is follow it up with, and you could have the sumos in the front and then behind a bunch of the inflatable T-Rexes chasing them.
I saw a kid wearing an inflatable T-Rex at church last night.
I know. I made me think of that, but.
Come on.
Can you imagine like the T-Rexes chasing the sumos? It'd be hilarious. It'd be like some sort of weird Godzilla type thing.
Then I think I would set the world's record for laughing the longest.
I did not find ridiculous. That. The laughing the longest, that'd be a good one. I do have something similar to that, but we'll get to that later.
Okay.
All right. The world's largest, you have a big collection of shoes. I tease you about your collection of shoes.
I don't have that big of a collection of shoes.
You do not have the world's largest, okay? We go back and forth. We've been getting ready to move, and we've been talking about like packing shoes, and I made jokes about having like 20 totes for your shoes.
I am going to take a poll now to find out people in my world how many pairs of shoes they own.
And I really, it's not even fair for me to do, because I have for a dude especially, I have a lot of shoes.
Yeah, you do.
I have less than I used to, but yeah, I'm kind of a shoe guy, but not nearly as much as this guy. Okay, these are just.
So it's a guy.
Yeah, and it's the largest collection of Air Jordans, and so it's not just shoes; it's specifically Air Jordan sneakers. How many do you think? How many?
We're gonna go with 700 pairs.
You're just way off. Again, 2,500 pairs.
What?
Of Air Jordans by one man.
Where does he put all these shoes?
He actually has a shoeseum in Las Vegas.
Nuh-uh.
Shoeseum, that's what it's called. The guy's name is Jordan Michael Geller. Now, I was just wondering, do you think he changed his name to Jordan Michael because, he's collecting Air Jordans, which are Michael Jordan shoes? Or do you think he liked he just thought, hey, my name is Jordan Michael, I should collect.
It's pretty ironic I should collect these shoes.
Yeah, I was just wondering. The article I read didn't really say either way, but yeah, 2,500 pairs of Air Jordans. I mean, I can't imagine the value of that collection, but
I would have to have an entire house, I think.
He has the shoeseum.
Well,
shoeseum.
Oh my.
That's just a fun way of saying it.
Please say it more often.
Shoeseum. I'm going to have the world's largest cow collection. I'm going to call it the museum. Okay, we're done. Dad joke done. Check that off the list for today. This one you like. World's loudest dog bark.
I don't enjoy dog barks no matter what the volume.
Charlie, a golden retriever from Australia, his bark registers, and I really have no point of reference, at 113.1 decibels. So it sounds a lot. It sounds like a loud bark. Like rooms that use speakers, they say you shouldn't go over 100 decibels in some certain rooms. So like 113, this dog.
Wow.
And so, here's what I'm thinking out of this whole thing. Should we try to get Pippin into this competition? And because when we get home, sometimes I think glass shatters in the neighborhood because she's excited to see us.
She doesn't bark. She squeaks.
Shrill though. It's so shrill though. You think it might be registering somewhere, up there. And I'm just wondering,
how do you even test that?
I don't know. Well, you can download decibel apps for your iPhone, but I don't think they're super accurate.
Well, I might try.
But I know some people that have decibel registers.
I mean, she does have a pretty good squeak.
Oh, my word. It's just so.
Yeah. Huh.
Yeah.
Wow. What was the dog's name again? Charlie?
Charlie. He was a golden retriever from Australia.
Come on. Way to go, Charlie. Good on you. Way to go,
Charlie. All right. Next one. Now, it's getting warmer pretty soon, and I know some people that are preparing for these. Weddings are coming up. They're a big deal.
They usually are a big deal.
They're a big deal, especially if you're getting married.
Yes.
Do you remember how many bridesmaids you had at your wedding?
No.
3? You had 3. I had 3 groomsmen.
Yes, right. I had 3. And we're very much not in contact anymore, so I couldn't remember them.
I have, one of them is your brother.
You do still talk
and
to
one of them is a Facebook friend of mine. I think the other 2 are both Facebook friends. So,
Wait, that was 4 people then.
No, your brother and then 2 Facebook friends.
Oh.
Anyway, but nothing compared to this. The world record. It's a couple from Sri Lanka, Nisansala and Nalin, for their names. They broke the Guinness record for a wedding with the most bridesmaids for a bride.
Did they have the most groomsmen too? Or
well, that's what's funny. And this took place in Negombo in 2013.
Where was that again?
Negombo. Sounds like a really good Cajun dish.
I was going to say,
now I'm getting hungry for Cajun. All right, sorry. 126 bridesmaids.
What?
126 bridesmaids.
Can you imagine, though, the poor groom? Okay?
Yeah.
He's standing at the front.
Yeah.
He's watching all of these women.
The procession, yeah.
It's probably 20 minutes before he even sees his bride. He's just watching all these other girls.
The funny thing is if they were to do it a traditional way, each of these bridesmaids, or each groomsman, I should say, would have 4 bridesmaids hanging off of his arms because there were only 25 groomsmen.
25
there were,
groomsmen.
Yes. So
that guy needed more friends.
No, she needed to limit her list. 25 is still a lot. I don't know if I know 25 people. I mean, and
it kind of
like, or at least, yeah, it's crazy.
Was there anyone left to be in the audience to watch the wedding? No, because
there were also 20 page boys, whatever that is, and 23 flower girls at this wedding. 23 flower girls. I mean,
all I'm hearing now is just cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching.
Now, I'm sure this was like some sort of
to have that many flowers for that many girls.
Do you really think she's that friendly with 126, or you think a lot of them were like cousins, and she's just like, I gotta break this record?
Maybe she has that many sisters.
Maybe 126.
Well, okay, that's stretching. But
maybe half sisters or something like that. But yeah, that's a big wedding party, and I don't think anyone should ever try to break that.
That rehearsal dinner would be just ginormous.
The rehearsal, the wedding itself, just the processional would probably take longer than most weddings themselves. Nowadays. I mean, 126 women walking down the aisle at, about a step a second. Come on.
A step a second. Because you do have to practice that walk.
Oh, yeah. Left together, right together.
That was from a movie. Up. What movie was that from?
Father of the Bride. Yes. I mean, that is what they say, but you're thinking Father of the Bride.
Yes.
All right. Are you ready? This one I really liked. You talked about longest laughing or something like that.
Yeah.
This one is close. This is the longest case of hiccups ever.
Oh, I've had really long cases of hiccups.
Not nearly as long as this guy. Okay, first of all, this guy, this is a Guinness record, so this one's an official one. His name was Charles Osborne of Anton, Iowa. Okay, and in 1922, he was actually trying to weigh a hog, 350-pound hog. He fell.
I'm sorry.
And when he
that wasn't even funny, and I'm laughing.
But he fell and developed a case of hiccups. 1922.
Okay.
Did not go away until 1990.
No way.
Yes. And this is like Guinness recorded. This one has been verified.
No.
So early on, in the early decades of this 70-year span of hiccups, they were like one every 1.5 seconds.
Are you kidding?
1.5 seconds. And then by the time he was getting older, it was one every 3 seconds. But still, that's a lot of hiccups. A lot of scientists think that he might have injured part of his brain when he fell that like regulates
Did
that.
Did the hog fall on him?
I don't know. No, I think he just fell trying to weigh the hog. And yeah, and so here's the saddest part of it all.
Aww.
They stopped in 1990. He died in 1991. He only had like a year after all of this of being hiccup free. Isn't that crazy? But 70 years or 60, I guess it would be 68 years of hiccuping.
Unbelievable.
That's crazy. That is nonsense.
That is nonsense.
I don't know how I can handle. I don't know what I would be able to do if I had if I was hiccuping.
Really talk to people.
That would drive me mentally insane. I think I would have real serious mental problems because of that. But I don't know. I didn't look into whatever. Did he just continue, or did he just tour the country with hiccups, or what? If I had that condition, I'd be trying to make some money off of it.
He's like the sideshow in
cure
some
this
circus.
Condition. Oh my goodness!
Wow.
A year before he dies. Poor guy. A year. That's so sad.
That is sad.
All right, last one. And this one was just broken a few weeks ago, and I remember reading about it thinking, there's no way I'm even going to attempt to want to break this record. Longest plank. Okay, so
I heard
not like
about this
longest
guy.
piece of wood. This is a person doing a plank,
Yes.
where you're basically holding yourself up by your elbows and your toes. And this guy was 62 years old. His name is George Hood. 62-year-old man broke this record. Now I'm thinking if someone were to ask me, did you know how long? I think you heard how long it was.
Yeah.
Right? If someone were to ask me, how long do you think his plank was? I'd have been like, I don't know, 40 minutes, something like that.
Yeah.
And that would be amazing. 8 hours, 15 minutes, and 15 seconds. That's incredible. And
that's incredible.
I would get bored. I'd be like, no, I'm just not, I don't even want to do this record because it's boring. I mean, maybe he had a book to read or movies to watch or something, but 8 hours of planking. I mean, we get home from a day of work and we're exhausted from sitting at a desk. This man spent that same amount of time holding himself up by his abs, basically. I mean,
I wonder how long he had to go before it became really, really hard.
Oh, I don't know. But he put in 2,100 hours of planking just to prepare for it, though.
Unbelievable.
2,100 hours just to prepare for that.
What was the record before that?
I think I saw something. There was like one that was a couple hours. It was held by a woman. And
he shattered the record.
Yeah. And again, I don't think it's one of those, I don't think anybody is going to try to attempt to break it. I don't know. Maybe there are people out there. I would never want to attempt it. And this man was 62 years old and I'm 44 and I'm like, I don't even care. I don't even want to. He puts me to shame. To shame.
Wow.
All right. So if you could try to break any record, what would you try to break?
Well, I'm not doing the hiccup one because that's hard.
That's like not even one. Obviously, he didn't set out to break that one. Poor guy.
Right. I don't know. The ones where you eat all the food, those just kind of make me sick to my stomach.
Oh yeah,
like the most hot dogs.
Yeah, those are so gross because they're not eating them. They're kind of like a snake with a gerbil. They're just swallowing the thing whole. Like they dip them in water to pretty much soak the bread down, and then they just slide it down without even chewing.
So I wouldn't do a food one. I don't know. That's a kind of a really hard question.
Yeah, no matter what, it's going to take some effort. But that's the thing. Oh, you know?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're going to go with blanket fort.
Blanket fort.
I'm the world's longest, most epic blanket fort.
That's a lot of work. That's
it's a lot of blankets.
It's a lot of blankets.
But I would get friends involved.
Oh, yeah.
And, we'd have, blanket fort. Not an original idea, actually.
No,
it was from a TV show I really like.
Community, yeah. But
I mean,
it's a fun idea, yes.
I love those episodes, though, where they're making the blanket fort and then they've got the parades. It's like they got
their own little districts.
Yeah, they have permits to build and, their blanket fort rules.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm big in the blanket fort.
That might be fun.
What about you?
I don't know, but the thing I'm noticing is that you can pretty much make up whatever one you want. Like you can make up this. I'm just going to do this for a little while, and like one guy, hung spoons off of his body.
Why?
I don't know. Just to set a record of spoons stuck to his skin. One guy sat in a big pile of snow for 45 minutes. And
that's a record?
Yeah. Well, I think he was like very little clothing. I mean, he didn't have a shirt on. I know that. And so he was like up to his chest in snow.
See, some of those
so he might have just had swim trunks on or something.
Torture.
Oh my, yeah. But I mean, you can do like you can do those you can make them. There's like websites you can go to where you can see what they're very small records, and you just record yourself with your iPhone trying to break them, and then you're the new record holder. Yay!
We should try one.
We'll do the world's shortest podcast. Next one. It'll just be hi bye, and that's it.
That's it.
No, that's pointless. Yeah, isn't that cool?
I think I want to try to break a record.
Well, we'll look up something, but I just don't know if I have it in me to break a record.
You can do it. I mean, I'm not going to ask you to plank for 8 hours, but
the least amount of effort put into something, that's my world record.
No, that's
the guy didn't even lift his finger to touch a remote to change the channel on TV. That's something like that. Yes,
that's
world's
funny.
longest couch surfing, just sitting on the couch watching something.
No, I'm sure people have not gotten up for weeks.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. But those are some crazy world records.
Huh.
Yep.
Very good. Yeah. I feel like I'm edutained.
You got edutained on some of these records.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, there's so many out there. It's just hard to even like know where to go if you were going to do one. But I don't think I don't have a desire really to break any kind of records.
Huh.
Most mediocre man ever. That's me.
Most mediocre.
I win. Most mediocre.
Well, hey, at least you won. Good job. You won. Good on you.
Awesome. Well, this may be our world's shortest podcasts, or ours anyway. So we're just now breaking 20 minutes. So that's pretty awesome.
Well,
way to go for us.
Great idea on the topic this
That
week.
was fun. Hey, we're still looking for topics. So if you have any ideas, you can send go to camptownmedia.com and submit it that way, or get on our social media at Camptown Media, and you can come up with some things that you can send us. I do have another topic I'm going to do. I thought of, and I've already forgotten it, but I was talking to a friend, and do you remember what it was?
No. But I liked it.
I
remember.
Longest lull in a podcast. Ready, go.
Sorry, I can't do it. Dead air is just
you
boring.
You messed my record up.
I know.
I was going to have the longest lull in a podcast, the longest bit of dead air. It was going to be great.
That would have been epic. But hey,
you could
thanks,
have just
Adam.
fallen asleep. Actually, yeah, I want to give a shout out to Adam for coming up with the idea of world record, and it was Adam who I was talking to, and he'll probably have to remind me.
Maybe he'll know.
He'll remind me of what it was, but it was some sort of odd thing.
Oh, weird laws?
No, we did that already.
Oh, that's true. I don't know. It'll come to you.
World's most redundant podcast. Every week is about weird laws. All right, that's all the time we have. We'll talk to you next time.
Bye.